then, let's get this kicking off here, folks. Yes, it is me. Yes, my ass forgot to turn on the light again. There we go. Now we can get started. But yeah, seriously. I definitely seriously need to get some of this stuff this year. Because I do happen to have a decent quality webcam now, other than the C920 that I used to have. Hopefully everybody is doing alright, folks. Go ahead and pull this away here. I got food for myself. I also got drink, and I got weed. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun evening, I can tell it. Also, ooh, yeah. But yeah. Now through, let's see, what is basically through Sunday, we will be having drops enabled thanks to ZOS, Bethesda, and the upcoming release of ESO Necrom, as well as White Strikes Mayhem. We obviously will not be doing White Strikes Mayhem because PvP is a dumpster fire. There we go, much better. Do I remember turning on the VPN here? For those of you wondering, yes, I do pretty much live on a VPN. I have a 3-year subscription that I got for myself last Christmas, which will last me through until the end of 2025. Thereabouts, but that's not what we came to discuss. We got our Tusky boy here, Brozag, who's about to take his trip over to Perfecto! Yep. Also, while I am loath to do so here again, we're going to be talking about June a bit.
Slept straight through the night. Feels like the first time in forever.
Make sure you don't sleep away another morning, or you will be short a job.
Oh, right. What about here? You travel across Alliance, Caribbean. ESO. Doo-doo-doo. Hmm. We'll head to Vocal Guard for now. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know.
Davin's Watch. Reversed. The Merkmire travel boat. There we go. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Fancy a life of treasure hunting? Cyrodiilic Collections needs you! Do you like treasure? Come explore the swamp with Cyrodiilic Collections!
Black Marsh awaits. Cyrodiilic Collections seeks brave and enterprising adventurers to join our expeditions in the swamps of Merkmire. Excitement, discovery, and fortune await in the mysterious depths.
Oh, have I got an adventure for you!
Excitement, discovery, and fortune await in the mysterious depths of the Argonian homeland. Interesting parties should contact Fania Mercius in the city of Lilma.
We need relic hunters, and we're paying well. Come, let's talk. Oh, hello there. Always a pleasure to see a new face. Welcome to Lilmoth, the festering jewel of Black Marsh. Argonian words, not mine. Doesn't strike me as all that festery, but I digress. How would you like to join an exciting expedition?
What kind?
Oh, the most worthy kind of expedition. A journey into the distant past. Well, not the literal past, I mean. That would be crazy. We're exploring one of the Argonians' ancient Zanmir pyramids to find a priceless relic, the Kajinjat crystal.
What you planning on doing with the crystal?
Oh, to preserve it for future generations, of course. So much of the Argonians' unique history has been lost. With your help, we can pull this antiquity out of the mud and share it with the world. Discovery, adventure, ha, what could be better?
Alright, I'll join.
You've made a great choice in joining us, friend. The other members of our expedition have already gathered near the western gate. I'll be along shortly. Just need to check on a few things. This is exciting, right?
So what's your name again?
Oh dear. Where are my manners? I apologize. My name is Famia Mercius, or Famia Speaks with Round Tongue to the locals. I'm Cyrodiilic Collection's chief antiquarian here in Murkmire.
Oh, really? It's nice to meet. Put a name to the face. I actually worked with our sister Concordia in Shadowfen.
Oh, so you're that adventurer she mentioned in her letters. What a welcome coincidence. Concordia has been invaluable to the effort. One day, I'll finally convince her to visit.
It may be soon. How long have you lived here in Murkmire?
Oh, just over 3 years at this point. I'll admit, it takes some getting used to, but once you... Ow! Ooh! Sorry. Once you settle in, you'll never want to leave.
I bet. Now, what can you tell me about the Zanmir?
Doing your research, huh? Excellent. The local Argonians call it Ishtaj Thitithil Met. Literally, the exact egg cracker. Evocative, right? We just call it the Ishtaj Zanmir. I have it on good authority that we'll find the Kajinjat crystal inside.
Ishtash Thithithil Met. Exact egg cracker. Sounds interesting. What's special about it?
Apparently, it was vital to some kind of ritual, but that could mean practically anything. According to my research, ancient Argonians performed rituals constantly, large and small. Even so, this crystal clearly deserves a place in our collection.
Will we find anything in there?
Certainly. Jewelry, idols, who knows? We sell some of these more common items to private collectors. Not for a profit, mind you. Just enough to keep the operation afloat.
I take it the locals have no issues with it.
For the most part, no, they don't. The Argonians here in Murkmire, they don't see things the way we do. When we first arrived, I tried to include the locals in our work, to get their blessing, you know?
How did that go?
Fine, I guess. But the truth is, the Argonians just don't care about their history all that much. They live in the now. Past, future, those concepts are totally foreign to them. Once our museum is finished, though, I'm sure they'll take an interest.
Any tips for a newcomer?
Well, I do know a little something about how to get along here in Murkmire. The first thing I'd suggest is making connections with the local tribes, the Wasik Halil in particular.
Wasik Halil? Who are they?
Sorry, I slip into gel sometimes. The Argonian tongue. The locals say I'm a natural. Anyway, the Wasik Halil are also called the Bright Throats. They're quite friendly. Artisans mostly. Clever traders, too. Very good friends to have in a pinch.
Thanks for the advice. Anything I should avoid, or at least give a wide berth
Most
to.
of the Murkmire tribes are cagey, but polite. There is one tribe I'd avoid, though. The Deadwater tribe, or the Nagakur. They're Nagas, a strange breed of Argonians with a very prickly disposition. They don't like outsiders. Not one bit.
I can imagine. There we go. Let's go ahead and meet up with Famia's party. There we go, Western Gate. Get my bearings.
Cyrodiilic Collection's managed to obtain the golden skull of Ulakar.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles. How deep within the swamp?
If you found any good expeditions.
New in Lilmoth.
Ah, fresh meat. More gold for Zadaza when you die.
Is this your first treasure hunt too? I'm so excited. I scrounged up my fair share of treasures in Valenwood, but root caverns hardly measure up to a Zonmere. It's sure to be packed with all kinds of treasures, maybe even...
Varro.
Good to see a recruit with a few notches in their shield. Still don't want to know your name, though. No point in getting attached until you've survived your first hunt.
Zadaza.
So, Famia reels in another adventure, eh? This one admits you seem stronger than most. Zadaza gives you 2 in 3 chance of surviving. Fair odds, yes?
I'm assuming that there's some danger involved in the Zonmere.
Ha! Only for wide-footed bumblers. Unfortunately, Famia has a weak eye for talent, and Murkmire is full of clumsy risk-takers. But don't worry, Walker. This one has been on 5 expeditions with Famia, and only seen people eaten by salamanders twice.
Good to know! Any advice on how to avoid that sort of thing?
Only this. When we find treasure, take no more than you can carry comfortably. A heavy purse will make you slow, and being slow will make you dead. Oh, and if you see Zadaza running, you should run too, in the same direction.
Alrighty then, I'll keep that in mind.
Any other questions for Zadaza? Or do you simply wish to get to the running, dodging, and screaming?
Well, for those of us playing the home game, I'm gonna ask a few questions.
Ask away, Walker. Our leader Famia knows more about the ruins than Zadaza, but Zadaza knows more about not getting eaten by crocodiles. This one will let you decide which is more important.
What can you tell me about my new employer?
Famia is very smart. Not clever, though. Zadaza risks losing her tail because she is bold, and beautiful, and greedy. But Famia risks all because she loves the lizard folk. Do not ask this one to explain why. It makes no sense to Zadaza.
Understandable. What kind of dangers will you getting into in the Zanmere?
Rajin's shadow. How much time do we have? Sink sand, poison darts, blades of all sizes. Oh, and falling rocks. And also poison gas. This one is probably forgetting a few things. Just assume that everything in the Zanmere wants you dead.
Everything in planet wants to be dead here, it seems, so... What type of treasure are we looking for?
That depends on what you value, yes? Famia looks for this Kajinjat crystal. Zadaza looks for things that are light and numerous. Baubles and ancient coins, you see? Some look for heavy golden idols. They tend to wind up squished or in pieces.
Alright, I'm ready!
Confidence. Initiative. Excellent. These are wonderful traits that will certainly get you killed. Do not worry. Zadaza will ensure that your legend lives on by scooping up your bloody gear and selling it. Ah, Famia arrives.
It'll just make certain my sister gets at least half the profit.
I'm coming. I'm coming straight away. Just give me a moment.
On Mia.
So, you found our fellow travelers. Excellent. Whew, I think we're almost ready to depart. There is one thing I need your help with before we begin our adventure in earnest, though.
What?
The ancient Argonians locked the Zonmere up tight, and not just with metal locks.
Where can we find one?
I'm glad you asked. There are flecks of yellow glass scattered all over Murkmire. We call them Bakken.
So what are they?
Out in the marsh, I'm afraid. I sent a few of my best people to...
Let's go ahead and meet up.
Follow me. If we get separated, I'll find you at the next stop, all right?
There's the one that uncovered the plot against Yorin the Skull.
Ashraf's bag. Was it chased off by one of these salamanders? Keep an eye out.
Normally, I would just fucking use the, Break Throat Way Shrine.
That's Dynia's sword. Oh, she loves that sword. Oh dear. Dear. Come, let's hurry. I need to speak to someone.
You did that. I'll try and get us over there in at least
This
1.5 pieces.
there were bugs in my linens this morning.
Lady, this is Merkmeyer. I'd be surprised if there weren't bugs in the lemons. Fucking Karens. Can't even escape them in ESO. Oops. Gathering Hut.
Looks like Zukas hasn't arrived yet. No Dynia or Ashraf either. We should look around. Zukas should be along shortly, I hope.
Dynia's
Dynia
bag.
is really known for their punctuality.
Most of the pages have been torn out. This is what remains. Certain someone is watching me. I bet a bucket of gold. It's one of those damn Naga. They nearly got me at the Sonagiva Ruins, but I grew up in the alleys of Sentinel. These lizards can't catch me. I just wish I hadn't left my damn backpack behind. Famia's gonna give me those sad puppy dog eyes when I tell her I lost the Vodka Stone. Not looking forward to that. Luckily, it seems like Dynia left her bag here. That is something at least. Anyways, that's enough excitement for one day. I'll spend the night here in the hut and then head back to Little Moth in the morning. Some days I really hate this place.
What's that? Ashraf's journal? And another stone? Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Wait. Zukas! Is that you?
Sun's blessings, friend Famia. I hope you did not wait too long.
Zukas!
Greetings, Biko, and welcome to Merkmeyer. My name is Zukas. I am wondering, who are you? Forgive the rushed introduction. I find that trading names and intentions makes for calmer waters. We understand each other, I think.
Oh, I'm Prozac. I'm me. I'm helping Famia investigate a nearby Zanmir.
This Vodka Stone belongs to you, I think. Friend Famia never tires of poking around in the old hard nests. I do not know why, but very few dry-skin habits make sense to me. The Zanmirs are very dangerous. Do you have a guide?
Are you volunteering?
No. Truthfully, there is nothing in the Zanmirs that interests me. I hope you have a good reason for taking this journey. I should point out that simple greed is not a good reason.
Quite right. Famia is actually looking for the Kajin Jack Crystal.
This does not surprise me. I hope you will not let her come to harm. Famia is a worthy friend. She honestly tries to do right by the Saxhleel, but her persistence, it often gets her into trouble. I wish you luck in your expedition.
Well, what do you do exactly here? You seem to only gave me your name.
That is a fair point, and I respect nothing more than honest dealing. As I said, my name is Zukas, Root Herald of the Bright Throat Tribe. I protect the tribe's interest. Some hunt for Wamasu. I hunt for truth and fruitful relationships.
Right through tribe.
You have not heard of us? Either you are very new, or I am dragging my tail as a representative. We are artisans, traders, and guides. Our Hist's roots stretch from Brightthroat Village north of here to Lilmuth and the coast beyond.
Your hist.
Yes, you might call it a tree. All Saxaleals serve a Hist. Their branches protect us, and their sap sustains us. If your path ever takes you to Brightthroat Village, you will see, that is what we Argonians call ourselves here in Black Marsh. Saxaleel means people of the root in the swamp tongue. Trees, roots, you see?
I describe Fami as persistent.
Perhaps eager is a better word. Most people who visit Black Marsh believe we Saxaleel are uncultured children at best, or fish-brained savages at worst. Famia, however, appreciates our culture, in her way. Sometimes too much.
How can someone appreciate too much? Excuse me. How could someone appreciate your culture too much?
She risks her life to recover antiquities we do not want or need. Her dedication is touching, I guess. I keep telling her that we would rather have fresh slugs and sturdy tools, but no snake can slither backwards. She does what she does. So it goes.
You really don't want anything at all out of the Zanmir.
I would not say that. Some Zanmirs contain powerful relics or cursed antiquities. We can't have that sort of thing floating around. It takes some doing, but typically we can recover items like that without a fight.
And what it
Then there is a fight.
You often give the crystals to Famia.
Aka stones? Sometimes. More often I bring maps, tools, and small gifts. Friend Famia brings me things as well. Stories about the items she seeks mostly. Hairfolk rumors too. Those are very fine gifts.
Rumors?
I do not know this word. Spy. A root cannot serve their tribe without gathering rumors. But
Of course. Excuse
I
me.
just need to take a moment to speak to Zukas about Eshraf and Dynia. Hopefully he knows something, or knows someone who does. In the meantime, why don't you head to the Zanmir? It's just east of here. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
Alright, you don't need me to escort you any further?
I'll be fine. If anything threatens us, Zukas will take care of it. This business with Eshraf and Dynia has me worried. I'm hoping Zukas can find out if anyone's seen them. Oh,
Here you go. We'll go, and we'll go ahead and head on over. Now we should just basically need to go back to that Sandmere where we got the thing over there.
is it working? The door awakens. Try opening it now, Zadaza.
This for. Zadaza has been peeking at this for. What did you do, Famia?
Scholarship in action, my friends. Now, let's make some discoveries.
Ah, yes. Let's get to it. We're crocodile bait out here.
Let's head on into the Zanmir.
Style door release. Fascinating. Oh, a bit of help, please. Just pull that lever there.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and check a couple things. Hidden lever. Which
Push! I meant push! avoided the trap?
A rock fell on Zadasa's beautiful tail, but otherwise she's fine. The others fell into separate rooms.
Mars mercy. Try to find a way around. We'll look for the others down here.
Well, we have options here. Thankfully, it's relatively simple to do. It's a simple lockpick lock. Though I think we should have gone with a trivial lock, but I'm not Zos. What are you gonna do?
Well done! Let's find... Oh. You don't think there are any snakes in this water, do you?
We'll be fine, I think. More than likely, you're gonna have to worry about his Crocs. Speaking of Crocs, I have had these Crocs for about the past... Oh... 7... no, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 years, actually, sorry. And these things have been freaking awesome. Yeah, what do you expect? It's practically polyurethane foam, but these things are freaking insanely good. Like, straps pretty much hold tight easily-ish. I can flip them into sport mode if I'm feeling frisky, but usually I just keep them like this. The only downside is that they have like really tiny little non-slip grooves here. These slip-resistant grooves here that are like... They're non-marking, but they're like really tight. Like, really, really tight. Like, actually, in order to get a pebble out of the groove, you actually have to... You have to essentially run something thin along it. Especially if it's like right in between one of the hex grooves. That is my only thing I will fault them for. But yeah, these things are fucking durable. Yeah, they're ugly, but you're not wearing them for fucking sure, you're wearing them because they fucking hold up. That could take fucking abuse like a champ.
Some kind of mechanical bridge? Oh, remarkable! I don't see an obvious way to lower it. It must relate to these pulleys somehow. Look! Those columns in the water feature the same symbols as the counterweights. A 2-ton weight pulley puzzle. I've never seen one in person.
We can leave as is. This one.
rate, we'll find the Kajinjat crystal in no time. My friends, too.
It seems like companions, Ixtoth Explorer, fertile page 1. It seems like companions were right. Nothing prepares someone for a journey into the Ixtoth is on the air. I entered the ruins minutes ago. I'd already found myself utterly lost. What's more, I found almost nothing of value. Had I come here seeking brittle bones and cracked pottery, I would not be disappointed. Alas, I came seeking treasure. Perhaps I had not ventured deep enough. I know I should seek some means of escape, but I find the idea of leaving empty-handed totally unacceptable. I must find something, however small. I've heard rumors. Some crystal tucked away in the bowels of this place, the Kujujas or Kajibzat or some other similarly unpronounceable crystal. Ooh, Kajinjat. Finding something like that might make this entire misadventure worthwhile.
Help! I fell into this pit and... Oh, please, Mercy. Look down. Don't look down. Oh, what to do, what to do? Wait, look up there. Flint vine. That could do the trick.
That didn't quite feel good, but okay. Well, so much for doing that without violence. It's alright though, we got enough for a flint vine ladder, so. Place our flint line ladder over here.
Oh, thank you. I'm climbing up now. That was terrifying. I heard shouting from across the chasm. It sounded like Varro. He needs help. I just need a moment. All right, rest here, but not for too long. The crystal's almost in reach. Let's go help Varro.
Okay. I gotta clip that. Solely on the basis of the fact that she's literally in midair. To the skittering cavern, eh?
All of them? Good.
Jones' bumpy ass. What? The crystal is near. Kamiya's crystal is through the next door. Hop down, yes? This one will follow.
Varro, don't move. I'll get down there to heal you. Somehow.
Exhilarating, yes? This one thinks the door is unlocked now. Give it a push.
You see? You aren't the only one who can find side passages.
Note this one's very genuine surprise.
The Kajinjat crystal! At last!
Careful, Famia. We have had enough falling and screaming for one day.
Sound advice. It should just be a matter of wedging the pressure plate and... there. Finally! What was that?
Distract it, Walker. Zadata will open the door.
That. By the root! Biko, I like the flame traps. Throw the ooze over them. I've lit the trap. Drag the monster to it. Deadly gas. It fuels the Zanmir. Run, now, before you suffocate.
The door is open. Hurry!
A chest! We should...
Leave it, Elf. You'll never get out in time.
Right, you're right. Run!
10, 9.
Up the ladder, quickly, please.
There we go. Not only did we land that, and we got ourselves a nice good land here. Barrow.
I owe you my life, friend, and that's a debt I take very seriously. To be honest, I think this was my final adventure. Even with Kirsteleth's help, my leg is mangled for good. But I'll find a way to repay you. Count on it.
Kirsteleth.
I can't believe we all nearly died in there. Can you imagine? A child of the green choked to death in some dusty stone ruin.
Hey, forbid.
Anyway, I'm alive, and I have you to thank. If you ever need a favor, come find me.
Ah, good. So Daza.
Another temple conquered, eh? Closest call this one has been in years, though. You did well in there, Walker. Zadaza thinks you might have a future in this business.
I hope you see now. I do not exaggerate about the Zanmirs. Are you all right? You are not wheezing or leaking blood from your ears. That is something, at least.
Si, senor! Why risk yourself to help us?
A fair question. In truth, I came to rescue Famia. I will admit a certain affection for her. She is kind-hearted and loyal, like a hedge gecko or one of your tiny bark dogs. I would not want her to come to harm. I'm glad to see you safe as well.
Is that the only reason?
No. Have a care with that crystal, Biko. If it is truly the Kajinjat, you should not let it jangle around in Famia's purse for long.
Why not? What do you know about it?
I know that, if mishandled, it could lead to something very dangerous. So I would appreciate it if Famia stayed safe at home, for a time. It has been many long hours since my last sundoze, after all, and I try to limit my rescues to one per day.
I got you. I'll let Famia know.
That Zukas is always so polite. I don't know where I'd be without him. Despite the mishaps, we have the Kajinjat crystal, thanks in no small part to your contributions. Cause for at least modest celebration, right?
Do all your expeditions go like this?
No, of course not. Though some have gone worse. Anyway, we shouldn't dwell on the missteps and bungles. Need I remind you that we recovered the Kajinjat crystal?
We did.
Item of immeasurable historical import.
I'm happy. Now you mentioned payment.
Yes. Well, I had hoped to discuss that in private. Provided this little misadventure hasn't driven you from the business completely, I'd like to bring you on for another task. Let me settle up here, then I'll meet you in my office in Lomoth.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
Well, everyone, please, do not make me do this again.
We'll try,
That
Zukas.
was exciting, right?
I have never seen more spiders.
Are you joking? We nearly died.
Welcome, my friend, to exploring with Famia.
That's hardly fair. Our last expedition was...
Spike Pit.
Well, yes. But before that...
Angry Naga Heart Eaters.
Ah, but what about that trip north? That wasn't...
Many, many crocodiles.
Madus lost his hand to one. Remember Madus?
Zadaza mostly remembers his screams.
Yes, but need I remind you, we acquired the Kajinjak crystal? Good for you. As for me, I'm out. This elf is sticking to woodland adventures from now on.
Smart. I'm sitting the next one out too. Here, Elf. I'll walk you home.
Are you certain you're up to it?
Elf's cheap and Lil Moth. And there's nothing alive that's going to stand between me and a tankard right now.
Fair enough. Just take it slow, all right?
A one-legged Imperial and a wood elf, fresh out of the cradle, go wandering into the swamp. What could go wrong?
Well, what we will do, though, is just zoom our ass back to Lomoth. Easy enough to do.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles. How deep within this fog?
Have you heard that Cyrodiilic Collections managed to obtain the golden skull of Bilakar?
What? Really? Why, that artifact has been lost for centuries.
Precisely. Makes me wonder who could possibly accomplish such a task.
Someone of note, that's for sure.
Hey.
Get yourself a drink.
Well, that actually came out pretty well. I do believe.
You're here! Excellent! Welcome to the headquarters of Cyrodiilic Collections. Now, we have business to discuss, right? I hope our experience in the Zanmir hasn't put you off adventuring for good.
You mentioned another job for me.
Yes, we'll get to that. But first, payment for services rendered. You helped me acquire the Kajinjak crystal and recovered 3 Argonian treasures besides. Now then, are you ready to discuss my offer? I certainly hope so. It's my missing companions, Eshraf and Dainia, the explorers whose bags we found out in the marsh, remember? I told you I sent them to recover Baka stones, but that wasn't all they were looking for. They were looking for the remnant of Argon.
The remnant of Argon. What's that?
A legend. Some say it's a massive gem, others a magical egg. Either way, I fear Eshraf and Dainia's disappearance is linked to their search. Zukas agreed to look into it, and it seems he's found something. Could you speak with him?
Alright. I'll chat up Zukas and find out what he knows, where I can find him.
Zukas' message said to meet him at the Tiba Enu field in Altan Mir Halil. Tiba Enu's a local sport. I have no idea how it's played. There's a ball involved, I know that. I'm babbling, sorry. I do this when I'm nervous. Please, Oh, certainly. Zukas enjoys friendly relationships with practically the Nagas are a breed of Argonians. I guess hostile? Well, I mean, they're certainly aggressive, but hostile has all kinds of connotations I'd rather avoid. What matters is they react with violence to practically any intrusion. For instance, they abducted me once about a year ago.
What happened?
Well, one of my expeditions took a brief detour into Deadwater territory. They took us as hostages almost immediately. They broke my arm in 3 places, tied me to a raft, and sent me headfirst down Hukep Falls. Luckily, I'm a strong swimmer. I'm casting them in a very poor light. Honestly, if you can see past the idle cruelty, they're really quite pleasant.
I see. Tell me about the remnant of Argon.
Honestly, Are you sure you want me to bring you into this? Eshraf and Dainia only knew its name, and now they've probably been kidnapped.
Don't worry, Famia. I'm more than capable of handling a bastard. So.
Very well. As I said, no one really knows what the Remnant is, but it's just everywhere. Tree minders whisper about it when they think no one's listening. It's tucked away in poems and stories. It's always there, just below the surface.
If everywhere, how a secret?
Like I said, people think it's just a legend, so they ignore it. But once serious scholars like us start asking questions, start making those first quiet discoveries, all the opportunists crawl out of their holes to take their nibbles.
So if it does exist, do you have any idea what it
All
is?
the folktales imply that the Remnant shares a deep connection with the Hist, but the rest is pretty murky. Songs about the Remnant almost always end with a hero plucking it from the roots of a tree and ushering in a new golden age. Others...
What else?
Well, some of the songs end with an unworthy snake swallowing the Remnant and turning into a hideous giant that ravages the land for 100 seasons. So, keep an eye out for snakes.
Okay. I think it may be a metaphor. I think we can figure this out. We have this, of course. A Tibet Inu field. Okay. By port, it's that way. Don't port though, it is. I guess it's closer here, yeah. There we go. Sometimes it's always good to have a mental protractor. Indeed. Of course, the one thing I hate about the Argonian areas is, like, the fucking... You basically... Argonian way shrines are the only way shrines in the game.
Well traveled, yes. Let us exchange pleasantries and word from the road.
But yeah. Oh, somebody wanted to start shit. Hello? Okay. Fairy fucking godmother. And...
Come on! Why are you just standing there? Let's go!
Tiba Enu.
Ah, sun's blessings, Biko. You come to discuss friend Famia's missing explorers, yes?
Correct, Mundo. What did you get discovered?
Only the scent of conspiracy. But for now, the scent is enough. The Dragonstar Caravan Company, a dishonest flock of thugs and traitors, funnels information to someone outside Lilmoth. Notes on Cyrodiilic Collection's business dealings, I think.
Did you get your hands on any of the correspondence?
Not yet, but that is soon to change. The orc Lozwug, who watches my eggkin play Tiba Inu, he serves the Dragonstar Caravan Company. A courier, I think. He carries a letter filled with his tradekin's secrets. With your help, I will take it.
How can I help?
I do not need to convince you. That is good, if a little disconcerting. Lozwug shows loud, obnoxious interest in our game, Tiba Inu. Ask him to explain the rules. While he growls and rants, I will take the letter from his pocket. Simple, I think.
Alright. Might as well have a little bit of fun faking.
What? What's the holdup? Tiba Inu? Tah, more like Tiba stupid. This game's a joke. No tusk jabs, no eye gouges, just a bunch of rolling around and tail swinging.
Never heard of Tiba. How is it played?
I have got no tusking idea. Neither do these lizards. When I got here, they were all just lying there. Then all of a sudden, half of them stood up and started slapping their tails, croaking like mad and kicking balls around.
How many?
I don't know, half a dozen maybe? They were bouncing them off that rock, and they started singing.
Thank you for the explanation. Sukas?
Very well done. Riverboa, Biko. Lozwug looked hypnotized. No, I give you too much credit. He has a brain like a bone trout. But my tongue wanders. Let me read this. Oh, yes, this may rattle the cattails. It is not just notes on business dealings. It is a description of friend Famia, where she walks, who she speaks with, what she eats, and so on. I had no idea she ate so many snails.
So the Dragonstar Caravan Company is spying on Famia.
On Famia and her explorer kin also, I think. We cannot be sure, though. Simple Lozwug carried only this letter. I know a place where more information can be found, but you will have to go alone.
What's the place?
Dragonstar Depot in Lilmoth. I leased them the land. They were very pleased, until it sunk. Now they slop around in there like angry mud moles. No one is welcome, least of all me. If you sneak into the depot, you may find more clues.
Alright, I'll search the depot.
I should tell you, the Dragonstar Dryskins are not over fond of uninvited guests. If they see you, they will probably shout or ring bells or run in silly circles, so be cautious. And please try not to kill anyone. It always leads to headaches.
I help us.
It is like I said before, I wish to keep friend Famia safe.
And it has nothing to do with the Remnant of Argon.
Ha! So you know about the Remnant too. Some rumors are like willow vipers, Biko. Well hidden and best left alone. A conversation for another time, I think.
Fair enough. Why can't you sneak at the depot with me and be able to pickpocket that orc you usually have?
In the chilly lake we call negotiation, a good reputation is like a sturdy raft. A bad reputation is like a stone tied to your tail. Saxhleel do not drown, but it is very difficult to see at the bottom of a lake. I am sorry, this is a poor metaphor.
Any tips on infiltrating?
Yes, as the depot is sinking, the fence up against the swamp is in poor repair. There is a spot near the back of the camp where you can get in, but not out. This may be better than going in the front, yes? Here, I'll mark the spot on your map.
What happened between you and the caravan company exactly?
It started with Domitia Nausicaa. She oversees the Dragonstar Caravan Company's affairs here in Murkmire. We made a bargain, a land deal. I negotiated in good faith, but she was lazy and inattentive, and so missed key details.
So she failed to read the fine print and made a poor deal.
Yes, she and her tradekin arrived during the dry season. She told me that they wished to build a trade depot on the Fen Island south of Lilmoth. I agreed to lease the land in exchange for the return of some treaties her company acquired years ago.
Why the old treaty? Why did you need them?
I paper the walls of my home with evidence of Dryskin treachery. That is a joke. Documents hold power in the Ojel world, especially old documents. Taken alone, they are mostly worthless, but combined with threat of conflict, they can be useful.
Ojel?
Ojel, people who do not speak the root's tongue. A kinder word for outsider. Well, not so kind in some circles. The Deadwater tribe uses this word like a knife.
Alright, so back to the deal with Domitia. I'm guessing after the deal closed, things went south.
For Domitia? Yes. The island flooded. as it always does during the wet knee season. She grew furious, called me a swindler. Now they throw rocks at me anytime I stray near the depot. Luckily, I am very swift, and they are very stupid.
Luckily for you.
Do your trading here.
I was told this was a tour of the wondrous mysteries of Merkmire, not a trick from the
The guard's on their way. Best get out before they clear you out.
Hey, you! Who are you? What are you doing in there?
Inu Kal Soku Hoto Grill.
You had your chance to leave. Now I'm calling the guard.
Go ahead and call the guard.
Help! Trespasser! Invader!
He should have left long ago.
You
Now I
refuse
have
the
to
warnings. Let's see you refuse the guard.
This is your last chance to leave before the guard arrives.
And
No, thief. This one.
let's see.
What do you require of a zombie fragrance?
We'll dismiss for now. Secret request items. Detailed dossiers on our dossiers here. Dossier Zadaza. Report concerning the Vijit Zadaza included below. Blaggards owe us double for this one. Zadaza, slippery as a freshwater eel. Zadaza, Khajiit mercenary and treasure hunter, often finds appointment with Famia, Mercius, and her confederates. Varahosius, Eshraf, Gilar, etc. Details on her life outside Black Marsh remain sparse. Tuples offer several conflicting theories, including membership in a Thieves Guild or prior service in the Dominion military. In either case, the Daza proves very difficult to pin in one place. She appears to know predictable routines, eating, sleeping, and working in different places from day to day. She often shares meals with Famia and Vero, but only to discuss expeditions and pay rates. By hand, she has no close friends in Black Marsh, only business partners. Very few pressure points to speak of. We did not observe Zadaza participating in any fights, so her martial ability remains an open question, unless she displays a high degree of proficiency in stealth, walking through related skills. Recommended abduction method allows Zadaza and company to enter Zanmir and announce an assault when the group emerges. Zadaza is routinely the first to exit, often waiting several minutes for other members of her party to catch up. We strongly recommend careful planning. Zadaza will not make it easy. Vara Hosidius. Report concerning the Imperial Vara Hosidius included below. The moves around an awful lot for an older fellow. Those blackguards better pay up soon. Vara Hosidius, known associate of Famia Mercius, and sometimes employee of her historical charity enterprise Cyrodiilic Collections. Often seen in the company of the Khajiit Zadaza. Local inquiries indicate he served with distinction in the Imperial Legion before immigrating to Black Mars. Circumstances murky. Some say it was to escape a court-martial or similar Legion discipline. Others say simple retirement, probably inconsequential to the client's requirements. Spends his morning's training, either at Cyrodiilic Collections HQ or Lilmoth Docks. Shows ample skill with both sword and shield. Would recommend waiting to engage him until he is unarmed. Spends most afternoons in or near the lusty Argonian footman. Drinks, but rarely to excess. Frequently journeys outside the city walls, always in the company of several other explorers, probably a habit from Legion days. Always travel and fight in force. Recommended abduction method: laces drinks with something. Taking Family and Mercy's first might drive him to be less cautious behaviors. Open conflicts in town should be avoided. He has too many friends here. Dossier, the newcomer. This newcomer has made quite a splash. No deep connections in the region that we're aware of, but they've linked up with Famia. Blackguards will want to keep a close eye on this one. The newcomer, traveling adventurer, recent addition to Cyrodiil Collection's employment rules. The warrior displays a high degree of competence in both fighting and engineering. Initial reports indicate they rescued or otherwise ferried Famia's crew through the Ixtasan soon after arriving in Murkmire. We're not sure how much this one knows yet, but it stands to reason that Famia would share at least a few of her secrets with them. Recommended deduction method: attack in force. This will take a very concerted effort. No less than 20 fighters recommended. Even that might not be enough. Engage at your own risk. Yes.
Success? Do not let my lack of dancing and cheering fool you. I am very impressed. I did not think you would secure the clues we need so quickly. How did you fare in there?
Retrieved them and nobody had to die.
That is good. Taking a life closes more doors than it opens. A valuable lesson that goes largely unheeded by the Lilmoth Olgel and my Naga cousins. But again, my tongue wanders. We should discuss Famia's lost friends. What did you find?
I found spy reports, many of them addressed to the group called the Blackguards.
The Blackguards? Kayak. They are a cruel bunch. Mostly tribeless Nagas and dry-skin Ogels. So, the Dragonstar Caravan Company provides spy reports to the Blackguards. Then the Blackguards snatch up the explorers when they stray outside the city walls.
I also found this unusual piece too. Any idea whose it is?
Deadwater make. But a Deadwater Naga would never give up a weapon willingly. Perhaps the Blackguards tried to abduct Deadwater warriors too. I cannot be sure. I have heard nothing, but the Deadwater tribe never admits weakness.
If the Blackguards are also harassing the Deadwater tribe, maybe they've considered cooperation.
My doubt spine quivers, but there is only one way to find out. I will send word to my Deadwater friend, Jaxic Orn. You should return to Famia. Tell her what we discovered, and encourage her to stay indoors. She will be safer there, I think.
I saw him trying to assassinate someone while I was in the depot. No, she is.
A murder in the heart of Lilmoth. Yes, that would be Jaxic Orn, I think. A call or war captain of the Deadwater tribe. Perhaps she came looking for that weapon you recovered. Jaxic and I are good friends. She would never admit it, though.
You're good friends with the Deadwater,
yes. Why would I not be? Things are not so simple here, Biko. Naga warriors kill and kidnap and steal, yes. But we are all children of the root. If the Hist wills it, Jaxic might even kill me eventually. But she will still be my friend.
You are a very strange person, Zukas. So if she's your friend, we should still be away.
Oh yes, definitely. Like I said, there are no guarantees with the Deadwater tribe. It is like dealing with one of your stray bark dogs, I think. Scratch its chin right, it will listen. Scratch its chin wrong, it will rip out your throat.
Let's let Famia know the bad news and try to get her to stay home.
You're back. Excellent. Did you find Zukas? Any word on my missing explorers?
I haven't found your friends yet, but we believe they got abducted by the Blackguards.
Blackguards? Oh, those ill-mannered brutes are the worst kind of trouble. I have more unwelcome news. Our companions, Zadaza and Kirsteleth, have also gone missing. Zadaza went to conduct her own investigation. Kirsteleth decided to tag along.
We'll find them. Zuka thinks they might be able to get more info from the Deadwater.
Really? I can't imagine that they'd be enthusiastic about helping us, but I suppose Zukas would know best. Before you go, would you mind sharing what you've learned with someone else? Cyrodiil Collection's primary benefactor is just upstairs.
Your benefactor? Who's that?
Goodness, I never even mentioned her before, did I? Her name is Cassandra, a wealthy antiquary.
So, this is the adventurer you mentioned, Famia. Excellent. Greetings. I am Cassandra. I regret that it's taken me so long to make your acquaintance. Famia told me all about your heroics in the Zanmir. Speaking of heroics, thank you for trying to find our lost explorers. Abducted by blackguards, were they?
You know for sure soon.
Very well. I do hope you will exercise caution. The blackguards are not particularly bright, but what they lack in intellect they make up for in brute strength. Our friend Yes, I'm familiar with Jack Sigorn. A very proud warrior. Hopefully, not too proud. Blackguards. Unwelcome news, isn't it, Whiptail?
I'll handle it. Give me 2 hours.
No. Our new friend has the situation well in hand.
There we go. We talked to Zukas.
Welcome to my home, Biko. You arrived just in time. I arranged a meeting with my dead water friend, Jaxic Orn. She is very proud, so we must use Cassandra. Yes. You and Famia would have to speak to her, I guess. I am glad she sees the wisdom in talking to the Dead Water tribe. Cassandra has many flaws, but stupidity is not among them.
You know her well. What flaws does she have?
Need me to describe them? She wears her flaws like I wear my feathers. Cassandra is Vexovite. For Cassandra, all the world is a mess. She loves clean angles, good posture, fitting things snug in tiny boxes. It is a very dry way to live, but who am I to judge? She probably thinks I am lazy because I sleep 14 hours a day.
Thank you. You should get going.
I see their approach. You make me wait too long, Zukas. The Deadwater tribe goes to war with the Blackguards, yes. I hunt one of them even now. But we do not need or want your help. Now, go back to your coast town, Ogel. The swamp will eat you if you do not.
So, it is true. The Blackguards take hostages from the Deadwater tribe as well. Yes, she said she was hunting a blackguard. We hunt the hunter. Crouch down, Biko. I am right behind. Of course. I am right behind you, Biko. Jaxic, approach carefully.
I grind my fangs. Following a Deadwater call is the act of a fool or a maniac. Sojay says fools and maniacs both bleed red. I will repeat myself. Once. I do not need your help. I'll leave these blackguards alone. Our business is settled. Leave.
We are not going anywhere.
The Ogel stands its ground. Brave. Or stupid. A flock of flat-toothed blackguards took refuge in this ravine. They snatched up some of my egg-kin, your allies too, and threw them in cages. Now Sojay and I will hack these grills to pieces.
If they have found me as exploiters, then we have a common enemy.
I narrow my eyes. You and the Brightthroat wish to join me on this raid rather than pick the bones when the work is done. Fine. Finally, you speak.
So it's a fight? I fight best from the shadows, Biko. I leave the direct approach to you.
Eat mud, dry skin.
It's you! Thank Ifray! Please to get us out of here?
Run, you mudlegs. Zadaza is done with this place. So, these dry skins are good for something after all.
I hate this swamp. I'm never coming back.
Step away, Bright Throat. This one belongs to the Deadwater tribe.
It seems my friend Jaxic has been playing with her food. You should speak to her before she does something stupid.
This one is known to us Ogel, a blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. Now in our Hist's mighty name, I will hack it dead. If you want to talk to me, Sojay is thirsty and Sithis is waiting.
So you're gonna be murking a bound captive.
I roll my eyes. Murder? When you gut a fish, is it murder? No. You only object because this fish walks upright and has a face. The Ogel is an animal, a foolish one. The Deadwater tribe does not suffer animals like this to live.
Understandable, understandable. Do you understand any repercussions that could occur if the blackguards get wind of this?
I bare my teeth. A Naga prays for repercussions daily, outsider. Blackguards slither about in Deadwater territory often. Too often. Perhaps finding this Ogel in pieces will finally lure them into open combat. Then we will skin them like catfish.
Oh. Bait and harvest. Good. Lucas?
As always, Jaxic's beady Naga eyes see only vengeance and mayhem. I see opportunity. This blackguard is a survivor. Survivors are useful. If she returns to her swordkin with tales of what she witnessed here, it could discourage future attacks.
You want to set a kidnapper free.
How quickly Jaxic forgets she is a kidnapper herself. The blackguards do not know the Deadwater tribe as I do. Let this dryskin tell her tale. By sparing one, we terrify 100. An ancient tactic, Biko, but very effective.
I'm gonna interrogate the prisoner first before I commit to a decision.
These Argonians are crazy! Please! You can't let them kill me! I surrendered! I had nothing to do with the abduction of that lizard's people! I swear it!
Start talking, bitch. First, what do the blackguards want with the captives?
How in oblivion should I know? Orders came down to watch the captives. I didn't ask why. Maybe I should have, but I've got a daughter at home. If I don't follow orders, she doesn't eat. I had nothing to do with the abductions. I'm telling the truth.
Be more persuasive. You're gonna have to eat it. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Mara's mercy. That Naga murder a prisoner. Just let me think. All right. There was an interrogator who grilled a few of the captives. Something about a remnant. Yes, the remnant of Argon. He was asking everyone about it, even the Naga.
The remnant of Argon, you say?
Some relic, maybe? I really have no idea what the remnant is. Word is there's someone with a heavy purse willing to pay out a fortune for any information, but that's all I know. Please don't make my daughter an orphan.
I need to have a think. Either we let Jaxic Orin execute, or let Zukas free. Really, it basically affects the side quest that we probably won't even get to do. Bitch live or the bitch die? Yeah, she's a kidnapping bitch.
This savage lies as easily as it breathes. Look at its eyes, the sweat on its brow. It stinks of deceit and cowardice. Now it speaks of the remnant of Argon. It must die. This Ogel is a liar and the spawn of liars. Now Sojay and I will kill it.
Well, before you and Sojay have fun, just have a quick think and ask, what if you're wrong?
I am not. You showed cunning in tracking me and strength during the raid. To see you falter now, in the face of some blubbering, treacherous dryskin, would turn my stomach. It says it has a daughter. It has killed many daughters. Now that ends.
Oh. Alright, well, you've thought it very through here, Jaxicorn. You've thought your actions and consequences thoroughly. And you made a strong case that she's too dangerous to live. Do what you gotta do. Sorry, Zukas.
Wait! Please don't! No!
I honored our bargain. Friend Famia's explorers are free.
I sigh with satisfaction. You understand the truth, Ogel. A predator who spares wounded prey shows weakness. Weakness invites challenge. The Deadwater tribe brooks no challengers. You were useful today. Should we meet again, I will not kill you.
Also, the remnant are
I
done.
bear my fangs. It is a secret of the Hist, the killing kind. You showed your Naga heart today, so I will give you this one warning. The remnant is not for you. Go tell your pale master Famia to let this go.
Alright, I'll inform Famia.
I hiss with fury. How did these Ogel beasts learn about the Remnant?
We will find out, Jaxic, provided you do not kill them all.
Watch. You never know what might jump out of the mud, do you?
Item durability, oh fuck. Well, do what you do here. Charge these up. Alright, let's go ahead. Hop back to Famia.
Have you heard that Cyrodiilic Collections managed to obtain the golden skull of Murkar?
Rescued! That is what they say. Brave, beautiful Zadaza rescued by the new blood. Zispo. Varo will never let this one hear the end of it.
You're upset for me saving you.
Oh, do not get your tail in a twist. Zadaza is not mad, just disappointed. This one was moments away from mounting a daring escape when you arrived. The stuff of legends.
I gotcha.
Still, we work with Famia. Zadaza will get another chance before long, yes?
Of course. Here's
Well,
still.
that makes 2 pits you've pulled me out of. I just don't think I'm cut out for this sort of work. Maybe I'll open a meadery in Lilmoth. The bees here in Murkmire are, well, huge. But I'm sure I can make do.
Alrighty then. Yeah.
I joined Cyrodiilic Collections for excitement and a bit of gold, not to be abducted and interrogated like a common hood. Ugh, this place is just a pit. I'm heading back to Anvil first chance I get.
Okay.
I don't know who was worse. The blackguards who kidnapped us or those Deadwater Nagas they cooped us up with. I think they might have eaten me if things got dire. Thank you for freeing me from that place, friend.
Well, hello, you two. It's like, alright. Want me to come in? Bear with me a moment, people. I gotta take a quick break.
There's a lot to do.
Radio, folks.
You were with Dajahil and Belron when Strahl was defeated.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmoth is a merchant town with no true leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you again. I'm so glad you decided to come to Murkmire. I really am. We could use your help. Where else would I be? I go where Famia and Concordia need me. And right now, that's right here. I'm cataloging the Oh, Concordia's off dealing with benefactors and recruitment back in the more civilized sections of Tamriel. Famia, where else would we put it? Oh, you mean the legend. I don't think the golden skull of Bilakar poses any more danger to Murkmire. At least not any more than usual. Don't worry. Famia's a consummate researcher who's as smart as a sap speaker. She's a little less sure-footed when it comes to field work, but she does much better when Concordia's nearby to help her. As I said, one of Cyrodiilic Collection's benefactors. She's wealthy.
What tail, eh?
Take care of yourself. No one else will. Count on it.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We have a great...
You're back! Fabulous! Some of my missing friends have already tracked me down, telling tales of a daring, fiery rescue. Marvelous! What happened out there?
Blackguards kidnapped your friends. Deadwater warrior named Jackson Orn helped me free them.
So the Deadwater tribe helped you after all? What a fascinating development. Between your heroism and Jaxic Orn's raw strength, I'm sure you showed those brutes what for. I hesitate to ask, but what did the Blackguards learn about the Remnant?
Enough, I'm sure. You should assume they know everything you know now.
Well then, there's not a moment to lose. We will redouble our efforts. We cannot allow those thugs to claim something as valuable as the Remnant. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably discuss this matter with Cassandra.
Zukas and Jackson Orn kind of seem very reluctant to discuss the Remnant.
No surprise there. Even so, they must understand we only mean to help. Zukas...
So, you return victorious. You have my most sincere gratitude, and that of the explorers you rescued. Unfortunately, we can discuss that in a moment. You've done a great deal for us already. Yeah, thank you for your... It is. No, the antique... It is. Famia didn't tell you? Vaka stones are... If an opportunity presents itself, perhaps, an item of tremendous historical significance and arcane power. Very little answers. About the Hist, their beginnings, their power, whatever is best for the people of Murkmire. I won't act without their consultation if that's what you're worried about. I honestly couldn't say. Most of that history was beaten out of my exiles by the Dark Elves centuries before I was born. Slavers take great pains to destroy our racial identity, you see. Makes us easier to control, I suppose.
Is relocating to Murkmire helps?
You mean, has the Hist spoken to me? I'd prefer not to talk about that right now.
Well, no way am I traveling all the way out there.
All right, Choksu, you can do this. Rohiva, welcome. Don't think I've seen you yet.
What were you thinking, bringing this thing here?
Look at it, Iskanaz. This was Saxlil. It should rest with the roots of the Hist.
That is an aberration. You'll poison the Hist with its corruption.
You're heartless.
I am only thinking of the good of the tribe.
Let the tree minder decide.
Ah, Biko. I would be lying if I said this is unexpected. Welcome to my home, Brightthroat Village. Cozier than Lilmuth, I think. What brings you? Let me hazard a guess.
New Argon.
Of course you do. This matter of the Remnant, you must understand, it is fragile as a marsh robin's egg. Even so, I trust your heart. And truthfully, we could use the help. Brightthroats are negotiators, not warriors. And war is brewing.
Thank you. How do we proceed?
All answers lie with the Hist. It is just a matter of hearing what it has to say. Chimemaker Shuvu can help us. Our Hist... Old Shuvu spends his time in the glade. You will like the Remnant. Ha! Is the name not clear? Some people think that the Hist speaks to us.
Alrighty then. We head to the church.
Is that remnant of my? This the wither since before he hatched. You should ask. All is.
The path to the remnant bends like an oxbow. Let's find this chime. Leaving the glade always puts rocks in my sandals. Sad, you know. The swamp grows thick here. A far cry from Lilmoth's mud puddles, I think. Oh, Leviathan Pizzle grows across this glade. A very powerful herb. I cannot imagine the Brightthroats ever holding territory here. Very little wind, hollow seeds. There it is, just up ahead. This place dries my scales. No good thing comes from stone. Let's make this quick. I fear we will find more than the chime and... The Nahish elders never speak of this place, not even to me. Stay watchful, Biko. I hear something. The chimes. They sing without wind. Just ahead. Kaon, I hate this. Good work, Biko. Let us get back to Brightthroat Village.
You know what? Screw this. I'll pay.
What were you thinking? Bringing this thing here? Look at it, Iskanaz. This was Saxon.
Well...
A beast nesting in the wither vault, soiling the chime. My rage quill is engorged.
Be calm, old
The wind welcomes you, Zuka's friend. You have hissed be... Perfect. Now center yourself in the glade and focus the remnant's mystery on the prayer stone. I feel the first... We seek your guidance and ask the blessing of your song. Sap Mother, Bow Father, please hear our petition and speak the remnant's truth. I hear nothing. A tangle of whispers, nothing more.
That can't be. Wait, I hear it, Shuvu. I hear it. The hist sings the remnant's truth.
Truly? Ha! Ah, little Zukas, I knew you had a chime maker's heart. Come, tell us what you hear.
I am confused. Shuvu is the wisest listener in smoke of stars to see what once was seen, sunless sap to hear what once was heard. I do not know. Hopefully Shuvu can teach me how to decipher the words.
Zukas and I have much to talk. What were you thinking, bringing this thing here?
Look at it, Iskanaz. This was Saxlia. It should rest at the roots of the hiss.
There we go. And now we head south-southeast, and then we'll turn it right, and then we'll go right back southwest a bit, and then we should be good.
By the hiss, whatever will I do?
Hello. Cassandra said you'd be here. There's news. Well, you certainly have a spring in your step.
Where's
Following
Cassandra?
another lead on the Remnant. Or, potential lead. Someone she worked with before she started funding Cyrodiil. West of here. Near that spooky... Ritual Argoni... Smoke and sunless sap. Strange that the Bright Throats hissed would speak in such dour terms. Maybe it describes some dark age. The Alessian incursion. Ugh, I wish I knew. He's just the worst, right? She hired him maybe 6 months ago? I don't think Cassandra's ever received a credible threat to her life, but he's always there, leering at us. Maybe she'll sack him now that you're here. Fingers crossed.
What you have here?
Cassandra summoned me. Honestly, it's nice to get out of the... Oh, they're mostly fine, if a little shaken up. A few of them have sworn off exploring for good. Hard to blame them, I guess. Luckily, Zadaza chose to stay on. She would never let her career end with an abduction. Far too proud for that.
I know. You told me. Alrighty then. Okay, this was gonna be a fun one. A fun one, folks. Normally I wouldn't indulge, but this is fun. Oh, that was fucking intense, folks. Basically, finding Cassandra is the only reason my ass is still out here. Absolute only reason.
It's no use. Pockets have been picked clean.
Nothing is ever that simple. You found us. Good. As you can see, we've met with some difficulty. I apologize for the unsightliness. Were your inquiries in Brightthroat Village fruitful?
The Hiss deigned to share a riddle about the remnant of Argon. What happened here?
Murder, apparently. The victim was Hitsasi, a former associate. Not so pleasant or learned as Famia, but still useful in his own way. He traveled in less reputable circles. I had hoped he could check on the blackguard's plans.
How did he die?
That is what we are trying to determine. Whatever, it was neither clean nor brief.
I've got the corpse covered, Swamp Slug. Why don't you do what the nice lady said? Mud in your ears? I do for Cassandra what you do for fun. I know better than most. Want some advice? Yeah, maybe one day you'll get a chance to show me. Someone like me. Huh? Fun, huh? You think I do this for the gold? Of course I don't. And neither do you. You and me, we do what we do. Rich, poor, or in between.
Rags.
His throat was cut. Simple bandages weren't enough to staunch the bleeding, it seems.
Hitsasi's journal, page 1. More money getting thrown around looking for the R. Better chance of finding Sanguine's arse in the Temple of Mara. He's getting pushy again. I stand my ground, but I heard things about him, dark things, which I can sort out with Cassandra. Journal 2. B. Lishalis 5 gold. Karga Flavonia 7 gold. Teacup 3 gold, 2 fishing nets. Why? That orc with the hair lip. Name 18 gold. Page. More poking around scars to prove. Locals don't quote know unquote about R. Not information they pass down. It's all his knowledge, instinct, nothing concrete. Makes my job harder. I hate working hard. Blackguards have the right idea. Take things from the tribe, things they use to talk to their hiss, to try to find the art that way, but they're crazy to try it under the dead water. The Nagas won't stand for them stealing relics and such. They're funeral, I guess. He's coming by again today. Says he needs to make introductions.
What have you found? Show them to me, if you would. Pages torn from Hitsatsi's journal. So, the blackguard, you see? The voice of the hiss needs a con. Precisely. You know one of the tribe's calls, don't you? Please. Well, Yes, well, that's just it. I can't hear the hissed.
What do you mean?
When I place my hands on the hissed bark or rest in the shadow of its boughs, I hear nothing. No whispers, no faint smells or soothing tones. Just silence. Deafening silence.
Alright.
Thank you. I admit the silence troubles me, but do you see? My eggkin sometimes need intermediaries too. With these antiquities, the chimes, the dead water relic, and eventually the remnant itself, perhaps I'll finally hear something.
Easier enough to do. There we go. But yeah, I am only doing this just to mark it off the map. I wanted distant entered the most feared criminal and political prisoners in the second very word of constitution built from the coast of Blackrush. It was named Black Rose Prison after the ancient city, a day's march to the north. we're gonna go ahead and exit. Hey, ancestor stuff. Okay, grab. Thank you.
Box on dishonor. Teaching like that is more than stupid traditions.
Kishi chose to save us. Outsiders will only make things worse.
Come, Depasa. Bill has made her decision. I grind my fangs. This is a desecration.
I narrow my eyes. I know what you seek. You and the blackguards both. Sojay and I hack and cleave and stab, yet more Ogels swim over our borders every day. All looking for the remnant of Argon. I must find it first. I will find it first.
No, I have no love for the blackguards.
I consider. We killed many savages together. We will do so again. If I arch my brow ridge, special. Yes. Our grave stakes do not just pin the dead to their resting place. Each tells a story, some as old as the tribe itself. Some of our greatest Rajkals even had the honor of using a hiss bow to make their stakes.
The remnants be carved and secrets be carved onto one.
Yes. All the more reason to hack these blackguards dead.
Well, we'll head over to the hunting grounds here. Next time. Yeah, I know. But I had no idea just how long this was gonna take. I'm only, like, right in the... mid-quest 3, but... I really don't want to have to deal with that. Well... we'll see here. We gotta do dailies here. All right. Do do do. Do 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 do. There we go. Certain couple of things. Hit the craft button. This large amount of mats. Just need to make one nut brown ale. Bogard. Network. Craft. Damn, 800 on the dot. Anywho. Ah, really? Blessed Thistle. You know what? I believe...
You looking for great goods at a fair price?
I believe the exact phrase is, fuck that the shit.
Adventure, eh?
Oh lordy, that's a bit much.
Feast your eyes upon thee.
A sleek and...
Come back to you.
Despite my lack of footwear,
You're slightly worse.
Greetings, Sarah. Here to make a purchase. Oh, Sarah, you look depressed. You know what always makes me feel better? Reckless spending.
You look very familiar. Uh-huh.
This one is not a mine.
Best ideal thing here, but it does at the very least save me from having to deal with shit like that. But it does take a good wallet hit. Alright. Let's make ourselves a bit of magica shit. Level 20 potion. There we go. And all those there. And now we can...
To be honest, I prefer...
I'm always here to listen.
For a place called Blackwood.
Cells. Well, we at least made back some of our investment here. At least half of it so far.
I served my time in the...
And obviously... Yes. Gracie Pay. Okay, so... Anything major or platinum? You got a nice bit of pulverized zinc there that you can coalesce there. There we go. Well, that actually should wrap things up for us, I believe. Especially as it's almost 11 here in Central Time. And I definitely need to try and get some semblance of a sleep pattern together, so I'm just going to close this off by saying, as I carefully pull the hair off of this, as I carefully say, do take care of yourselves out there. Catch me at Biafra Republica on all your major mainstream social media services and video streaming services. But until we see each other again tomorrow at noon, do take care of yourselves out there, folks. Peace out. as we close things up, we'll be going ahead and seeing if we can get some drop-in action here going on. Especially as it is ESO May, and I want to spread that goodness around. Oh my stars. Can we raid them, though? But yeah, this is where we will be heading over to here in just a moment. Here, if they will allow us. Will they let me do it, though? They do not, sadly. Fiddlesticks. Oh well, T. Best of luck to you. Let's try... Jimmy! JJ Shabadoo, is he... going to be doing a raid here? Well, Jimmy JJ Shabadoo. Yes, we have a Jimmy JJ Shabadoo raid coming in 3, 2, 1, launch.